Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to him. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Great, set.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Forced out to his right. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down from the red zone. Has it down close. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. David Njoku, the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Stroud off the play fake. He puts some juice on it deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That goes for 36 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, Stroud. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. On the move, headed right. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Dump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hits his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. Second and 6 coming up here. Hurts throwing again. That one complete to Njoku. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first down, Hurts. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. From the red zone now. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pull that in front further, 13-zip. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. On his little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. No return on that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. First and 10 from the 41. Hurts now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They have it, 2nd and 4. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Back-to-back carries here. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Great, set.
Sending a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Sins will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right. Look at hot.
Now it's Stroud. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
From the 38. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's still going at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stroud now. Chased out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So here he is, getting his 2nd field goal look of the half. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
On now is Cook to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hurts looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 8. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns making a 3-possession game. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. And it's the Texans who have 1st and 10.
Here we go. Why Tony? Yeah.
Here's Stroud. Completed to Collins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st and 10 from the 41. Stroud off the play fake. That pass caught by Tank Dell. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
2J.
Dell with the grab. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud. Setting up the screen. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Browns take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football. Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing from near his own goal line. Caught by the open man. Brushes him off with ease. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Caught near the goal line. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns continue piling onto this lead. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's got the squiver. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Trying to find his tight end. So second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Completed to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finding Collins. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Stroud now on third. Catch is made down the right sideline. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans make it an 18-point game. On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great. Set. Delta.
Now Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Great. Set. Tiger Hornet. Delta.
Hurts now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Delta, set.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6.
Great. Set. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the Browns a 1st. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, 73. Delta.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. He'll get this to Ceml. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Delta.
On 1st down, Hurts. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Slot man in motion right. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
Break, and he barrels across for the touchdown. The Browns push their lead further to start the half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 36. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Tank Dell the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans make it an 18-point game.
Texans 17.
On now is Cook to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
A give now from the gun. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
Texans 17.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking to throw, Stroud. That's completed right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Houston.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the 4th. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Has it down close. And in for the Houston touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans make it an 18-point game.
24.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
There's a give up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
No touch.
2nd and 8. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Get it. Hey, Silver. No touch.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns continue adding on to that lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
On the quick, right?
To the air, Stroud. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Stroud throwing here on first. Hauled in left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Punch it. Here we go.
From the 48. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, uno. Here we go, let's go. Play.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Play.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Intercepted in the end zone. He breaks the tackle. He will not go down. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
No touch it.
Hurts now from the gun. Got a man. It's Njoku. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Getting out to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's complete inside the 35. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That's a Cleveland touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns tack on 7 more to their lead.
Texans 24.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. The Browns close in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Trying again following the sack. Finding Collins. At the 20. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans will trail by 25. On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
No touch.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Good. Set. No touch.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throw wheeled in by Njoku. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
No touch.
1st and goal, Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
No touch.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buys time, rolling right. And the defender comes away with it. And the Texans make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So the Browns come